For over 30 years, the Buffalo-Niagara Partnership have been honouring influential and inspiring Western New York women through the Athena Awards, and they are on tomorrow. And our very own 7 Eyewitness News anchor Ashley Rowe is standing by because she is yet again going to be host of the Athena Awards tomorrow. And Ashley, they are such inspiring awards. What do you find so inspiring about them?
Well, you know, Mel, I firstly had never heard of the Athena Awards until I was introduced to it through the Buffalo-Niagara Partnership. The Athena Awards are actually in about 500 communities. Athena is an international network of women and people supporting women in the workforce. And you know, frankly, there is nothing more inspiring to me than people, ordinary people, doing extraordinary things. And that's what the Athena Awards are celebrating women in the workforce who are going above and beyond, excelling in their careers, but also lifting other women up to make sure that there is an advancement of women in the workplace. You know, we've been talking for years about how there are just not enough women in the C-suite. There are not enough women in leadership roles. Well, Athena is all about developing women, young women, as well as very established women in their careers, and celebrating them and making sure that they are recognized. So it's such a fun event because you're celebrating the youth as well as established women, and it all culminates with the Athena Award. So who is going to walk away with the Athena Award? And some of these women, you know, I call them ordinary because, Mel, it's, you know, we know so many accomplished women, but these women are just hard at work. They're fiercely working to better their communities, better their workplace. We've got people who, the head of the Erie County Library, the head of the NFTA, we've got people who are chief diversity officers and people who are just working to help integrate nonprofit organizations better into the community. So, you know, you just got such a wealth of knowledge and insight. And I actually had an opportunity to speak with them last month and just talk to them about what the year has been like for them and what they foresee for women in the workplace moving forward as we get out of this pandemic.
Well, and that's a big thing, isn't it? Because there really has been a lot of women leaving the workforce. They're saying that women getting back into the workforce is going to be a little more delayed than men jumping back in by up to 2 years. So things like this, you would think by now we don't have to celebrate women in the workforce. You would think that it would be a normal thing, but more and more we're being shown that you do need to be a champion of women in the workforce, and it is amazing to celebrate great women. Did you find these women have optimism for the future, or what do they think we need to do to help women as they step back into the workforce?
Definitely, they are optimistic. I think their biggest thing is making sure that there is a voice at the table, a seat at the table where women can speak with their colleagues, perhaps with seniority, to say, here is what women need in the workplace. We need flexibility. You know, still women are considered the child rearers, is that the right term? The ones to really take care of the home. We're still, you know, seeing those traditional roles, but we're also expecting women to rise to that level of executive in the workplace. So how do you balance these two things? How do you embrace diversity in the workplace while also making sure that those traditional expectations, norms, perhaps self-inflicted pressures that we put on ourselves are all being balanced? And so really it goes towards that need for flexibility, and we've seen, you know, obviously in the course of the last year, flexibility has been the name of the game, pivoting has been the name of the game. So we're starting to see employers, and this is definitely one of the main things that all of the women talked about, is employers are now getting it. They're getting that you can be productive while also offering flexibility. So what we see in the future is going to really rely on making sure that flexibility is maintained in the workplace.
Wow, yeah, I love that so much. And you know what? Maybe that is an upside of the pandemic, is understanding that flexibility in the workplace does work, and women are able to work from home effectively and, you know, do do it fine. And so maybe they can, you know, because being a mum is also a full-time job as well. So that's something to consider there. But yeah, it's really interesting. That's great. I think tomorrow night is going to be super inspiring. It'll be great to see you emceeing that in the afternoon. It's going to be so awesome, the Athena Awards. And you know what, I just want to throw in really quickly. My sister just had a baby, and if she were to have a girl, she had a little boy, she was going to call her Athena, because, you know, it is such a powerful name, the goddess of war and wisdom. So yeah,
I love that. I love that. And hey, listen, Mel, if anybody is interested in watching the Athena Awards, it takes place at 11:30. Tickets are only $10. You can register online. The whole thing is virtual.
Fantastic, and we can see you there. Be inspired, grab your tickets. There are tickets still available at thepartnership.org. Thank you so much, Ashley Rowe. We'll see you tonight on the news. We'll see you tomorrow at the Athena Awards. Thanks so much for chatting us on AM Buffalo, for chatting with us. So fantastic. So get inspired. There you go, and support some amazing Western New York women. Thank you, Ashley.